guys, it's my first day of nursing school, and I have the class that I'm taking today is Intro to Professional Nursing, and all we're doing today is going over the syllabus and what's expected of us for each class. And I have a break right now, so I'm outside just sitting down in a chair. And yeah, so I'll keep you guys updated and I'll let you guys know how it goes all over. I hope I can get clips like doing things in school, but mostly I think it's gonna be sit down and talking to you guys about my first day. And I'm going to videotape my whole week in nursing school. So I finished my first nursing school class today, and to be honest, it was a bit not boring. It was just basic information on how the class is gonna go and the assignments. I was kind of falling asleep, but it was great. I'm so excited for next class tomorrow, and all my classes are, well, one class is on Monday, the next fundamentals is Tuesday, and then skills lab clinicals is on Wednesday. So I'll update you guys, and I'll probably show you a few things that I'm doing throughout, like today, Monday, and then tomorrow fundamentals, and then what I'm doing that day a little bit, and then Wednesday for skills lab. And I forgot to tell you guys that I already have a bunch of assignments, and that was just the first class. For Intro to Professional Nursing, I already have a lot of assignments due next week. So I felt a little overwhelmed, but when I get home at the end of this, well, on Thursday, because I only have classes Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, on Thursday I'm gonna make a plan on how I'm going to work on everything on separate times, and just make a plan on my calendar when I'm gonna work on certain things, when I'm gonna read, and work on my calendar and my agenda, write everything down. Alright guys, I'll see you guys later or tomorrow. It's still the first day of nursing school, and I got home like 2 hours ago. My daughter was sick and my mom gave her meds, so I made sure she was fine when I got home. My son was asleep when I got home, so I just got into my pajamas. I'm not gonna show everything obviously, and I'm working on ATI and perhaps read a little bit. My son is asleep already. It's gonna be 9 p.m. It's 8:56 p.m. So I'm probably gonna read a bit because I have to read 4 chapters. With total of 17 chapters by the end of the week, something like that, and ATI assignments. So I'm working on an ATI assignment right now, and I have to do like 40 minutes to an hour for each ATI module. So I'm working on, I have to turn in 3.
And Halloween is coming in 2 days.
Halloween is coming in 2 days. Actually on Wednesday I have skills lab, which is clinicals. It's from 7 a.m. to 5:30 p.m.
Be 1 week.
Yes. So you and Dad and Liam are gonna pick me up in school, and then we're gonna go trick-or-treating.
Yay!
Yeah. Ew. Anyways, good morning. It is my second day of nursing school, and I am on my way. I'm on the underground train station, and I'm gonna get going to school. And I have makeup on today only because it's not skills lab or clinicals, so it's theory class, so I can wear makeup and look cute. I'm over here hiding so people don't see that I'm recording myself, because they just stare, and I don't feel comfortable with that yet. Here comes the train, so if you can hear me, that's the train. That's not my train though. I'm waiting for my train, and that's not my train. Anyways, I'll see you guys when I get to school, and I'm gonna start with fundamentals of nursing today, and I can't wait. I'll tell you guys about my experience in that class, and I'll see you there. Hey guys, so I am in a break from fundamentals of nursing, and we are actually we went through the syllabus and what's expected of us and work and all that stuff, and right now we have like a substitute a professor didn't make it, but we are going over the first chapter that we have to read, which is on effective communication skills for nurses, how to communicate with patients. So that's very interesting, and I'll catch up with you guys later and I'll get you informed. Hey guys, so I am out of fundamentals and it was alright. We went over the syllabus like I told you guys already, and we went over all the chapters. It was 4 chapters. It was on vital signs, pain, I forgot. I forgot already. I just have to like think about everything that we went through, look at my notes again, and just kind of refresh because it's all new. But I'm nervous because tomorrow I have skills lab. For the first few weeks of skills lab, where we apply the knowledge from fundamentals and we are hands-on, and then for the last few weeks of the term we have clinicals. So I am nervous for skills lab because I don't know what to expect. It's my first time being hands-on and learning all the how to perform vital signs and all that, or check vital signs on a doll basically, not a patient yet, and I'm so nervous. But I will keep you guys informed. And today was a pretty chill day. I have a lot of catching up to do on the reading, and tomorrow I have to come with my uniform, and how I showed you guys on my last video. If you guys haven't seen it, I did a nursing school supply haul and I showed my uniform, and so I have to wear that, no makeup on tomorrow, and just everything put together, and I'll show you guys that tomorrow. You guys will see it on the next few clips. Alright, see you guys. So I'm with my kids now, and we came trick-or-treating. It's not even Halloween yet. We came to get Liam's costume. Tomorrow's Halloween, it's Wednesday, so. What is that? What is that? Oh my god. What is that, Bobby? Sophia's gonna be Ariel, so we won't flounder. We'll see if we can find it. Do you see flounder, honey? I hope they have flounder. Look at that dinosaur! That's so cute! Everyone's last minute shopping for Halloween costumes. You can be Stitch. No, I want you to be Flounder.
Son, over here.
Liam, show me your costume. Show me your costume.
And I got this meal.
Let me see. Hold it. Hold it this way.
Meal. And I'm this for seaweed.
You're gonna be an elephant.
And I'm gonna be Ariel.
Is that your seaweed? Pretend seaweed?
You felt it.
Good morning, guys. It's time for my skills lab / clinicals. It's gonna be at school today, not at the hospital or site. And it's so early, it's so foggy and dark. And I'm waiting for John to come and pick me up. And it's Halloween. Happy Halloween, guys. Hey guys, so I haven't talked to you guys about skills lab or clinicals. It's skills lab for the first few weeks. And something unexpected happened. I had to get out of skills lab for today. It ended at 5:30, but my daughter got taken to the hospital by the ambulance from school, and so I had to get out. I had to speak to my professor, and then she sent me to the dean, so I could ask her if I can leave and if that's an excusable reason to leave. So obviously it is. And I left, and I'm about to get to the hospital, and I'll talk to you guys later about what's going on and what I did do the first few hours of Skills Lab today. Are you an elephant? Yeah, you're an elephant? A shy elephant? Huh? Trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat. Hi, my little elephant. What house? Yeah, it's and that one with the balloons too. How are you feeling?
Better.
You feeling better? Wow, Batgirl, you gonna save the night?
Hey, I'm a real bad girl.
You're not a real Batgirl?
I'm
Well,
Kathy.
well, tonight you are. How much candy have you gotten? Let's see. I want it all. Checking candy. What's your candy? What's my candy?
You
You
can.
got any narcos?
These are our candies, Sophie.
Excuse me. This is not yours.
That's yours, and this
This is mine.
is Dad's, and this is
You
mine.
can go over there and go get some apples. We're just playing. Come get the candy. Come on.
Have you ever seen Nerds? Lucha Grande Guava.
Lucha Grande. Oh, the
Yeah.
bigger nerds.
This one's unopened.
See? Butterfingers manufactured with peanuts.
I don't like these.
Dots are good. Which one?
You like these?
This? No.
No. Who likes these?
Alright, you good?
Hey guys, I've been meaning to pick up the camera to explain to you guys what happened on my third day of nursing school, which is Skills Lab. You guys saw the clip where I was running to the ER to see my daughter because some unexpected events occurred while she was in school, and so she had to be taken to the hospital, and I was in Skills Lab. So I didn't really talk to you guys about what happened that day, what little I did do in Skills Lab, and then what happened after, and what really happened to her. And so I'm gonna explain to you guys. I wanted to get cute and, you know, do the whole background thing that I do and sit down and explain to you guys, but I really don't have time to do that. Nursing school is no joke. It's serious. It's like you have to work from the very first day that you start nursing school, and even before I had already started reading, but I wasn't really 100% prepared. I think I was like 75% prepared for all the hard work that I had to put in, and that rest of the 25% was actually seeing how much work nursing school is already. So because I have no time, or very little time, I'm here looking like this. But anyways, on my third day of nursing school, I went to Skills Lab. So on Wednesdays is my Skills Lab, which will be clinicals towards the end. But right now it's Skills Lab. We have to build the skills, obviously, right? So I had to wear my uniform that day, and I have to look a certain way that day. The other 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, I can go dressed however, but on Wednesdays, because it's Skills Lab, we have to go in our uniform and our hair up and all that stuff. So I woke up around 4:30, and I took a shower, and I got ready, and then John picked me up early in the morning, and you saw that clip in the dark while I was waiting outside, and then he took me to school, and then I got into Skills Lab, and she went over the syllabus and what was expected from us and all the work that we're gonna do that day. And it's so overwhelming. You're sitting there and you're like, how in the world am I gonna get all that done? And that doesn't include the other classes, right? And so, but it was fun. I mean, I'm not scared. It was just like a little overwhelming. Yeah, and like I'm nervous. It's my first time, but it takes time to process all of what the professor is saying you have to do, right? And you're soaking it in. It's like the first week. Obviously, it's gonna be feeling that way. And so, we she our professor taught us how to wash our hands properly, so I did learn that. And she also went over some assignments that we have to do and some papers that we also have to have during skills lab, so when we get evaluated, she can evaluate us on that. And we were getting ready to pull out the this yellow gown, and I guess we were gonna learn how to use gloves and all that stuff. But that's the time when John came into the room. So I was sitting in class and so excited, and then John came into the room with one of the security guards from the school. And so I was like, okay, that's very unexpected. What's going on? My heart started beating a little fast, and I was like, and he was on the phone, so I was like, oh no, like something happened to either Sophia or Liam. And so I stepped outside, and he told me that the ambulance had taken Sophia from school to the ER. And so I was like, what happened? And in my mind, I was thinking that maybe because she has peanuts and egg white allergies, I was like, oh no, somebody must have given her some food she wasn't supposed to eat at school, and now she's like taken to the emergency room because she had an allergic reaction or something. And so he's like, no, it's not that, I think she fainted or something. That's all that they told him, that she had fainted and she wasn't well, so they had to take her in the ambulance to the ER. And so I was like, oh shoot, like I was like, okay, what happened? But he wasn't really sure, and I was like, okay. He said he was gonna go, and he asked me if I wanted to go, but I was like, it's skills lab, it's not easy to get out of it. I have to talk to my professor and then talk to the dean. And so I was like, as long as you go and you're there, she's gonna be fine. Just keep me updated, keep calling me. And of course I did want to go, but I didn't, because he told me she just kind of fainted. I was like, okay, well, I mean, they'll take care of her. And then he's going, and I called my mom, and because she didn't know, and I told her what happened, and she kind of freaked out. But I was like, calm down, mom. She's fine. You have Liam, so you can't freak out, but just call my dad and let him know. And so I went back into the classroom, and John left. But a couple of minutes after, he called me, or I called him or something, but he had gotten into a car crash on the highway, and it wasn't severe. It was a minor crash, but I don't know. I was like freaking out in my mind, so I wasn't really processing things right. And then I just thought that he wasn't going to be able to be with Sophia, or he had no way to get there. But he was there. Like, he did go and he was there, but in my mind I didn't know that he was there or he was able to go. We just didn't really like communicate that. I don't know why. And so I was in my class, and I was like, oh my god, Sophia's gonna be by herself. Nobody's gonna be with her. I called my mom, and I was like, Mom, can you call my dad and tell him to go to the ER because she's gonna be by herself. John got into a minor car accident, and I'm not sure if he's gonna be able to go, so I don't want her to be by herself. So call him, let her know what's going on, and just have him go and be with her. And so she did, and he did go. But John was there already by the time that he got there, but I didn't know this. And so I talked to my professor after I talked to John. I had also talked to my mom to let my dad know that to go to the ER with Sophia. And then I talked to my professor because I thought John wasn't going to be able to be there. They probably wouldn't be able to talk to my dad because they need a parent there or something. And so I was like, okay, I have to go. I let her know the situation, and she said, I can let you go, but you need to go talk to the dean of the nursing program, so she can let you go and see what you have to do to make up those hours. And so I went up there, and they understood my situation, and they said, yes, of course you can go, but you have to do you have to make up the hours, and then your professor's gonna give you certain assignments to do to make up for that time lost, basically the whole day. I was only there for like 2.5 hours, and so I left like at 10:30, and the only thing that I got to do was wash my hands, learn how to wash my hands, and talk about what was expected of us, and that's pretty much it. I didn't really get to stay for the vital signs and pain management techniques and everything else that I need to do. So I need to make up. My professor emailed me, and I have to do a 12-page paper. I forgot the topic, but I need to turn that in by Wednesday, and there's just so much to do, so that's why I'm trying to talk fast and let you guys know just quick, but there's no quick way to say because there's so much going on. Okay, so then I left the school at 10:30, and then I was on my way to the hospital where she was at, and I was like, I'm sure she's fine. She probably just didn't eat or drink, and that's why. And so I got to the hospital and she was fine. I had to call John and on my way there, and he had said that he was there already, so I was a bit more calm. I did think like, okay, well, why did I leave? But then I was like, no, I want to be there for my baby. And so we talked to the doctors, and they said that everything looked fine. They checked her heart, they did x-rays. They just thought that she was a bit dehydrated, and she didn't eat that day, so that's why she was weak. And that whole week before, we were all sick at home with throat infections, ear infections, and so she wasn't really eating and drinking as well. So she looked fine to be sent to school. So long story short, when we were at the hospital, we were getting ready to go, and John was helping Sophia get ready, and she was standing up already, but she had another fainting spell, and so her body looked weak, but when John put her on the bed, her body looked very tense, and her eyes were moving weird, and her jaw, and I freaked out for a second, and John freaked out too. The nurse was there as well. She like rushed out and she called the doctor. I kind of knew it wasn't a seizure. It looked weird. It looked like a weird fainting. I had never seen it, but I mean, you just never really know. So the doctor's like, no, we don't really think it's a seizure, but we're gonna do more exams on her and make sure that it's not something we need to look into further, or like something other than fainting, right? So they did x-rays, and I think I forgot what other tests they had done before I got there, but they did other work, and they didn't think that it was anything bad. It was just fainting. Maybe she didn't have enough to eat that day or drink. She was dehydrated, so that's why because she was dehydrated, they said that that's why her body was tensing up after. A pediatrician came, a pediatric specialist came too, and he looked at her, and he said that, I forgot the name of whatever it is that she has. I put the paper somewhere, and it's called a specific word, but it has something to do with dehydration. And then she had an ear infection that whole week, so just everything, and not eating well and not drinking well, which led up to this. And the doctor just said that she's prone to fainting spells, so if she doesn't get enough to eat or drink, she'll be prone to just fainting. And so I mean, I'm not so surprised, because I have that. If I don't eat by a certain time, or if I go like too long without eating anything, I'll feel dizzy and kind of like get blurry vision, and just, I mean, it's not very common. I've only gotten it like several times during my lifetime, but I wasn't surprised there, because she does take after me in a lot of things, like her allergies and eczema and everything else. Because she did have a second fainting spell at the hospital, they kept us for 2 more hours. So we were leaving like at 2. Now we were left like at 4:30. But they said that everything looked fine. Her heart sounded and looked fine. Her blood work looked fine. No anemia, no nothing. It was just because she hadn't had anything to eat, obviously, and so they brought her juice and salty crackers and stuff like that, so she gained her energy back. And John went to the cafeteria and got some food for her and myself, and we all ate, and she was fine. And so when we got back home, she was worried because her costume had stayed in her backpack at school. So she was concerned that she wasn't going to have a costume for Halloween and trick-or-treating, and that we told her that she wasn't going to go trick-or-treating unless she drank plenty of fluids and ate a little bit more when we got home. And she did, and her dad and I went to Rite Aid, and we actually found a Batgirl costume, and she wore that, and you guys will see clips either before or after this. You might have seen it or you will see it. And she looks so cute. Her brother was an elephant. We initially wanted to be... Yes, 1 second, honey. He wants to see Captain Underpants on my phone. And so, because that's my camera, this is what I use. And so we initially wanted to be the Little Mermaid characters. She was going to be Ariel, Liam was going to be Prince Eric, and me, Ursula, and then John, King Triton. But things didn't work out that way this year. And so we ended up just trick-or-treating a little bit and came back home really fast. Didn't really do what we had planned to do. And that's totally fine. But that is my 3rd day in my first week of nursing school, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was very just me talking and about my experience and what was going on. I wasn't able to really show you guys much, but I hope in the future I can do a video where it's more like showing you guys what another week in nursing school is like, maybe how I study or how I manage on my children and nursing school, because that's a whole different video, of course. And nursing school is just so hectic already, and I'm excited, but it's a lot of work already and a lot of things to do. So I'll leave you guys with that, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and follow my journey. And I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.